Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. Today we're actually not doing any tarot readings. We're doing a walkthrough of the Antique Anatomy Tarot. Let me make sure you guys can see that. No glares. It does have like a bit of a gold leaf or gold print there. And anything that's kind of new to my collection, I'm trying to do a little bit of a walkthrough. So I will go ahead and do the flip through first, and then I'll come back and then we'll talk a little bit about how I feel about this. It is a little bit of a mixed bag, but I'll save that for afterwards for those who just want to see the cards. Here you go. Okay, so we're back from seeing the cards. Like I said, this is the box. Maybe I should back you guys up just a little bit. Okay, how's that? Better? I think I can get the box a little bit better in here. So we have, sorry if you see me like checking my viewfinder to make sure I'm in the shot. So we have the box here. It's a nice sturdy box. I do, let's see if I can get it open. It's a little, I wish it was like a magnetic closure, but it's just like this clamshell kind of box, and it has just like the paper tray. It does feel like it's a little bit more of like a cardboardy paper tray in there, and I do like that. It feels a little bit more sturdy than some of the other ones I have, but it has really nice little like, it's all in your hands. The box is extremely, you know, beautiful. It has all the details. You know, full color everywhere. The book also very nice, full color. You know, all the cards. I do have some issues with the book, which I'll get into. And as we go through the cards. So you saw all the cards. I really do like the majors. I feel like they give me plenty to go off of. Let me see, here we go. Let me see them. They give me plenty to go off of. I can understand like why they picked what they picked. It all makes very good sense to me. And as we get further into the minors, ooh, my hair. As we get further into the minors, I do have an issue where I feel like the cards don't explain why they picked the items that they picked to represent the suits. Like, as an example, I love the cup suit, the water suit. These little elixirs tell you, well, let me see if I can just pick one for you. What is this? The 7. This is a great example. So they each say, like what kind of elixir they are. Some are a little bit more hidden, you know, to give the impression that maybe they're hiding something. But, right, the elixirs tell you, you know, like here in the, what is this, the 8? You know, they tell you what they are, and they give you like a little, just enough to like get the vibe of the card. Is it, you know, what the card is trying to tell you. And it's very easy to understand. It translates very, very well. I love it. But when we get into something like the rods, I'm sorry, I'm a big dum-dum and I don't understand what all of these instruments are. I wish I did. So when they're on the card, I don't fully understand what they're representing, right? And I just wish the book would at least elaborate a little bit, you know, on the blades as well. They're beautiful, and they're, you know, if you're not going to kind of explain why each knife was picked for any particular reason, which style of blade they are, then they are just a general pip, right? And it just makes me sad because when I first opened this deck, I saw the majors and I fell in love, and I saw the cup suit and I fell in love. I just thought it was so creative and witty the way they did that. But as you get into the other suits, it just becomes more and more of a standard pip, almost Marseille style deck, you know. And especially like the courts for me also leave a little bit to be desired. So as beautiful as this deck is, I don't feel it's very much for beginners at all. I think this is going to be your novice. If you have most of the cards memorized, especially your minors, you'll be fine. But if you're still learning, yes, the book gives you the classic definition of all the cards, and that's really, really nice. But I just wish it gave me more, you know. Kind of just gives you the card, at least in like the here, let me get an example. You know, in the courts, it will kind of give you like a situational aspect to them, you know, like who this person would be in a situation, and like as a person, as an archetype, like what they mean. And then they still have like, you know, your standard keywords and the, you know, I always feel like I'm like peeking, but it's like it has the keywords, you know, that make you, that go with a standard book definition, right? Standard rote definition. you know, for the majors it gives you a little bit more, but it still doesn't really explain on why they picked what they picked. And I just feel like that would have just made this deck all the more engaging and approachable. I don't know if maybe that's like an older, maybe in some of the previous iterations of this deck. I know it's been around for a little while. It's not really a new deck, but it just, for me, this was such a unique, interesting idea, and I just wanted a little bit more to explain what was going on in some of these pips. Again, if you read pips regularly, obviously this is not gonna be a problem for you. I'm still learning, I'm getting better, but like cards like this cup suit that just give you just like a little bit to go on, I just fell in love with it. I absolutely adore it, and I just wish all the suits gave me a little bit more like that. But otherwise, like, I love the artwork. The flowers are so vibrant and pretty, and they really just stand out against these like medical style drawings. If you like antique, Victorian, you know, it's almost like oddities meets Victorian flower language, you know, and that would have been great too if they would have explained why they chose the flowers that they chose to go with each, you know, each card. It just feels like these cards could tell you so much more than they do. But otherwise, I think the art and the style is absolutely gorgeous. I really look forward to working with this deck. In my journey with learning to read pips, Marseille style, just, you know, numerology based. This deck will be a great help to me. So it will be a bit of a study deck. And I don't know, the card stock feels really, really nice and sturdy. It shuffles really well. You know, I like the cards not being gilded. In fact, I don't know if it's just the paper, because maybe they use like unbleached paper or something, but the edges almost fit in with like that light brown tea stain. I guess on camera it picks up a little bit more of the white, but in person the white isn't so drastic. So it's like, but it's easy. You could easily find a, you know, light brown or even tea stain them yourself, the edges of this, and it would be really beautiful. If you're into modding your decks or anything like that. Like, but honestly, this style doesn't even really need it in my opinion. But otherwise, like, yeah, I really, really like this deck. I think it's definitely worth the money. It's easily found. It's a mass market edition. I bought it in my local bookstore. And I look forward to enjoying it. I just, and obviously if you work with this deck and you know of any reference or source material from the creator that expounds on why they chose the imagery that they chose, I would love to see it. Like, please share that in the comments. That would help me so much. I kind of went to their Instagram. I've tried to go to their website to look up any more information I could get on this deck, and I just didn't see any, but I'm hoping it's out there somewhere. So that's all I really have today for the Antique Anatomy Tarot. I look forward to working with it. I'm gonna have a good time. Oh, I guess in the walkthrough I was like, I almost thought I just forgot to show you the backs, but it's going to be in the, in the flip through, which I'm about to record here in a second, and I'll cut that back into the beginning. But thank you guys for watching this. I hope I helped inform you if you're looking to buy this deck and what to expect when you get it. And anybody who's worked with it, please share with me your experiences. I'd love to know. But other than that, that's all I got today, guys. So thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you guys take care of each other and take care of yourselves, and I'll have another video for you guys soon. Bye.